Hi, my name is Kenneth Mulvihill. I'm 28 years old. Uh, I'm currently trying to become a physical education teacher and coach, and obviously that's why I'm taking this class right here and now. Uh, my current coaching position, I'm currently coaching JV basketball for Elwood John Glenn High School, which coincidentally is the school I also went to school with when I was in high school. So I'm kind of one of those guys that's kind of went full circle. I'm back in my uh, where I grew up, so to speak, and I'm now coaching kids that I've known there for about 10 years. Uh, I don't have any administrative coaching, any type of athletic administrative experience, obviously, considering I'm so young. Uh, as far, like I said, I'm still trying to find my physical education position. Uh, as far as my professional position, I don't have a full time physical education teaching job yet, but I'm currently a permanent substitute teacher at John Glenn. And like I said, I'm trying to parlay that eventually into a full time phys ed position somewhere, whether it be John Glenn or anywhere else on Long Island. Uh, as far as my educational and competitive background, I went to SUNY Brockport for 4 years from 2006 to 2010. I got my undergraduate in physical education there. And as my competitive background, I didn't play anything in college, but I was a varsity athlete in both the sports of basketball and baseball. Uh, how long I've been coaching for? Well, pretty much for 5 years. Since I graduated Brockport in May 2010, I pretty much started coaching middle school sports right off the bat. I happen to know a lot of I've maintained a close relationship with a lot of the varsity coaches that I went to high school with. And the varsity soccer coach needed somebody to coach middle school soccer about 5 years ago. So I did that, and then that eventually led to basketball and I've also been doing baseball and tennis over the last 5 years as well. So for the most part, pretty much about 5 years. How many classes have I taken in the subject area? Well, at Brockport, obviously, most of our classes were centered around teaching and learning to teach and things of that nature in the athletic arena. So, certainly a lot of classes up there. I don't have a specific number off the top of my head. But in particular, one class I really took at Brockport, it was a coaching class. It was about coaching sports, and I really considered that an invaluable experience. I had a really good teacher up there, and he taught me a lot of practical things and things I've taken into the field since I've been in the field of coaching. Uh, as far as Stony Brook, this is going to be my second semester. My first semester was in the fall. I took 3 classes in the fall. I'm taking 3 classes right now. 2 of those classes, one of them was exercise and nutrition, the other one was sports psychology. So I consider those 2 classes to be relevant to the coaching career I'm in right now. The other one really had nothing to do with coaching, it was just so that I could satisfy a degree requirement. What am I hoping to gain from the course? Well, a couple different things. Obviously, as a coach, I believe I got to be a lifelong learner. I got to continue to try and improve myself, improve my practices, improve the way I try to work with players on a daily basis. In particular, just trying to find a couple different ways to motivate kids. I'd say for the most part, I'm a pretty good motivator, but I always feel there's another method or two here or there that maybe somebody has out there that you can really use to kind of get a kid fired up and get the most out of his ability out on the court or the field or wherever it is we're playing our sport, obviously. And I'd also like to get a better understanding of what the administrative aspect of athletics are. I'm not sure if I'd ever want to be an athletic director, but that's why I'm kind of taking this course to kind of figure out exactly what the job athletic director entails, and to figure out if that's something I'd be interested in doing, maybe after a long teaching career many years down the road. As far as areas in need of improvement, uh, something I'd like to get a little bit better at is dealing with malcontent players. And what I mean by that is that one thing I've noticed over the last few years is you have a lot of kids that, for whatever reason, whether sometimes they lack motivation or maybe they're just not as respectful as you feel they should be. Something I'd really like to improve upon is finding ways to reach through those kids. I have a couple of those kids on the team I'm coaching right now at this moment. And, it frustrates me that they don't always bring that type of blue collar work ethic and mentality that I like to see out of them on a daily basis. Or maybe in school, they're not always as respectful of their teachers as they should be. And I'm a big believer that we should use sports and athletics to try and mold kids into being high character young adults. So, when I kind of encounter a kid or two here or there that doesn't have the right disposition and mentality that I'd like, trying to find a way to break through to those kids specifically, as opposed to simply just sitting them out for a game or benching them or taking away their playing time. Maybe there's something a little bit better I can do to really get under their skin in a good way and motivate them to truly demonstrate virtue and high character and things of that nature that I'd like to see out of them. And last but not least, what do I feel my greatest strength is as a coach? I would like to think I'm pretty good at creating a high level of expectation and having high standards for the kids, and at the same time holding the kids accountable to those standards. Whereas I don't care how talented you are, how good you are, if you're not following the rules like everybody else, then no man on the team is more important than any other man on the team, and everybody will be held to the same standards. And in certain cases where punishment is necessary in terms of loss of playing time or things of that nature, I like to think I do a pretty good job of holding everybody to the same standard in that sense. So that's what I would feel my greatest strength is as a coach. I hope you all enjoyed this introductory video. I'm looking forward to meeting the rest of you, getting to know all of you as well, and having a great spring semester here at Stony Brook, particularly in this class. All right, I'll be interacting with all of you over the next few weeks, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.